Look, Florida's great. We're a great spot for a lot of people, but I want all our states to do well. And the fact of the matter is, from crime to fiscal mismanagement to COVID restrictions, New York has gotten it wrong. Lee Zeldin will get it right. And I think that that'll be better for our country if he's elected governor.
We're here right now on Staten Island. Great crowds here. When Governor DeSantis came up, it was on 24 hours notice. We had over 7,000 RSVPs. It was amazing. We're so grateful that Governor DeSantis had come up. The support that we're getting around the state, we have all the momentum on our side, all the energy on our side. We have the issues on our side. People are done with Kathy Hochul, and this is Republicans, Democrats, and Independents all together as New Yorkers to be able to save this state. So I remember that conversation with you early on in this campaign. We stuck with the issues. We want secure streets. We want to make life in New York more affordable. We want to protect freedom. We want to improve the quality of our kids' education. And because we've stayed disciplined, focused on the issues, and Kathy Hochul's been trying to, follow distractions and tell people there's nothing to see here. There's no crime going on. When I'm trying to talk about locking up criminals, she's saying, I don't understand why this is so important to you. As you pointed out from last week's debate, we feel it. We just got to keep working hard. Everyone out there needs to get out and vote, vote, vote.
Well, it's interesting because the people that move from New York, they will tell me, hey, your roads are better here. Your infrastructure is better here. Your services are better. And we just finished third and fourth, respectively, for fourth grade reading and fourth grade math. I think New York was in the 30s. So our K-12 is performing better. Look, I think the issue is right now in New York State, there's nobody who's an advocate for the taxpayer. Basically, the taxpayers are treated disrespectfully. The politicians divvy all this up. I think they give it to a lot of special interests. So Lee Zeldin as governor will mean that the people of New York actually have somebody looking out for taxpayers for a change. And all we do in Florida, we just respect taxpayers. We want no income tax, of course, tax lightly, spend reasonably. We do meet all the big priorities, but we are absolutely going to respect the taxpayers. Lee will do that in New York, and it'll make a big, big difference, not just for individuals, but for businesses.
Right out of the gate, we are going to declare what shouldn't even require a declaration, but parents have a fundamental right to control the upbringing of their child. They don't relinquish that right by sending their kids off to school. It is important that our kids are going to school for a quality education. And, as Governor DeSantis was just pointing out, the gaps are actually even wider when you look at black students, Hispanic students, and low-income students. You look at the fourth grade reading and math down in Florida compared to the black students, Hispanic students, low-income students up in New York. And New York spends 2.5 times more per pupil than Governor DeSantis is doing down in Florida. So we have to look at outcomes. And by the way, one other thing is that we have to make the diploma worth more. Some kids aren't going to go off to college. Getting their hands on equipment, networking with trades, that technical education, people need to understand that that diploma is a ticket to a good paying job. So yeah, it's about education policy as well. New York has fallen behind. Every kid, regardless of race, ethnicity, wealth, zip code, deserves access to a quality education. When we're spending 2.5 times as much as Florida, you should be getting darn good, better outcomes than what we're seeing right now.